Simon was taken aback by my mother's words, but his eyes brightened when he saw my sister Kim. Wow, you're Jane's sister? You're really beautiful. It's hard to believe you two are related. Since starting college, Kim had become even more self-centered. She dressed in expensive clothes and dyed her hair in flashy colors that were quite embarrassing. Despite being an adult, she still acted like a student, which reflected her attitude toward studying. This guy's your husband, Jane? He's pretty cool and handsome. He doesn't seem like your type at all, Jane. Honestly, I feel sorry for you, Simon, my sister said sweetly to Simon, touching him in a way that was hard to miss. It hurt to see that, but what hurt more was seeing Simon so happy and excited about her attention. Anyway, I don't plan on staying here long. I'm going to marry Simon, and I'm cutting ties with all of you. Well, if you're going to cut me off, can you at least wait until I'm done taking care of your father? My mom said wryly between bites of her snacks. I need to take care of him, but I really don't want to. Kim shouldn't have to go through this either. It's her college life, and it'd be a shame to make her waste time on such a trivial, annoying matter, right? So, Jane, it's your responsibility to take care of your father. You're both incompetent, so you'll get along just fine. My mom's words infuriated me, but I couldn't ignore my father's needs. From then on, I had to visit my parents' house often to look after him. Once I started helping out, I noticed neither my mom nor Kim had jobs. Kim didn't work part-time, and mom stayed home since dad got sick. Yet, they ate out and shopped a lot. I was shocked when I found out they'd taken dad's bankbook without permission and spent his savings like it was normal. Dad knew but didn't say anything. Dad, they'll keep doing this if we don't stop them. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Even if I told you, Jane, they wouldn't think they did anything wrong or apologize. I didn't want to burden you any further. You've been through enough. My dad always worked hard for our family and loved me dearly. I wanted to help him however I could. Just as I was thinking of how to help, I got a call from the hospital where dad was taken after collapsing. I rushed to my parents' house before heading to the hospital. Mom and Kim were casually watching TV, unconcerned. The hospital called about dad collapsing. Why are you both just sitting here? It's an exaggeration to say he collapsed. He fell in the hallway and hit his head. The ambulance took him to the hospital, so it's up to you now. We need to go to the hospital. I'm worried about dad. Shut up. If he doesn't make it, the insurance will cover it. Why are you getting so emotional? My mother dismissed me and turned back to the TV. Disgusted, I left them both and hurried to the hospital. At the hospital, my father lay in bed connected to tubes, barely conscious. As he drifted in and out of awareness, he managed to speak softly. I'm sorry for this sudden turn. I feel like I'm being punished. I failed as a father because I couldn't protect you from our family, Dad said in a weak voice. Those were his last words before he closed his eyes. Dad, none of that matters. I love you. Please get better, I pleaded, holding his hand tightly, but he didn't respond. A week later, a lawyer called me about my father's will. He'd informed me that it included details about his inheritance. According to the will, I was to inherit $3 million. I couldn't believe it. Apparently, my father had another bank book hidden away, separate from the one my mother had taken, with $3 million in it. He left a note saying he wouldn't tell anyone else about it, his way of looking out for me even after he was gone. His kindness touched me deeply once more.